e-content. So I will show you some of the sample presentations which I have already created. Let me start with this one first. So is recording started?
Yes, madam.
Yeah, it started. All right. So I will show you this PowerPoint presentation first. I'll open this. So here is my interactive e-content. Now you will say that this is nowhere, it's not interactive at all. There is no movement, nothing at all. So I'll just show you how it is done. I will click on the slideshow mode. When I go on slideshow mode, can you see here? Here my arrow is blinking, okay? And here I have some of the clickable areas. When I'm clicking on this area, my cursor is turning from pointer to the hand pointer. Okay, when I'll click on this area, see my picture is gone and I'm getting some options here to explore. Again, when I'm taking my cursor to this part, it is coming as a hand tool. Okay, when I'm removing this, it is again coming back to the pointer. So that means I have created a clickable area over here. I have linked this area with something. So I'll show you what it is. Okay, so when I click on root, my root has popped up and it has gone. Okay, when I've clicked on the leaf has come and it has gone. And again, if I click on a fruit, the same happens. If I click on flower, again the same happens. So this is what we are going to create today. We are going to create a beautiful interactive e-content by which you can explain various topics to your students, and even your students will start enjoying the subject or a topics with the help of this interactive e-content. So I'll start with a presentation. Here I have created multiple of them. I will show you this once I create the one which we are working on right now. So for that, what we have to do first, we have to right click, go on new and select a blank presentation. Now here I'll click on this. My blank slide has come here. So for this, I will name this as, I'm going to prepare my content for human body parts. I have already downloaded few of the pictures. In our first session, we have seen that how to download this picture. So according to that only, I have followed and I have downloaded few of the pictures over here. So I am going to create this presentation for organs of human. Okay, this is what I've renamed this, and I'm going to click this and open this. So when I'm opening my new presentation or new slide, this is what I'm going to get first. I'm going to click on this. So I got this default slide layout. If you want to change the layout, right now I don't need this layout. I will go to the blank layout. So in layout option here, you can scroll it down. You can click on blank slide, because everything I'm going to create it. I'm not going to use anything from the presentation. I'm going to create everything. So I have selected a blank slide for that. Okay. Now what I'm going to do here, first, I want a bar. As we have seen already in the sample video, this bar, I want a rectangular bar first. Okay. So here I'll go to insert. When I go to insert, I'll get many options here. Now from where I'll get this rectangular bar, it was in a shape. It was a rectangular shape. So I'll go into the shape. Okay. After going to shapes, can you see there are many shapes here? Here there are so many shapes. Now I want a rectangular. You can either go to a rounded rectangular or either you can take a simple rectangular. I'll go with a simple rectangular. Now when you select any shape, your cursor pointer changes to this plus sign. Now this plus sign, wherever you place this plus sign and you press your left key and drag it, you'll get this bar there. Okay. So you can adjust this bar from the corners, which are highlighted with the white squares. You can adjust this. So what I'm going to do, I'm simply going to click on this and I'm going to drag it on the top. I'm going to place it here. Now, after placing it here, I'm going to resize this bar. So this resizing can be done by simply dragging the corners or the sides This is it. From here also you can drag it. Okay. Now I have selected this, but I'm not happy with the color which is having, or I want to change the effects. I want to add something in this bar. So what I'm going to do here, this is my shape. So I will go to a format which is already selected by default, and I will go to a shape fill option. Shape fill means you will get a color filled in this shape. Right now this is a default color. I will go to shape fill and I will select this green color. Okay. You can also do this with the help of right clicking. Okay. You can go to format shape option. When you go to format shape, a new side window opens over here. You will be able to explore these options depending on the shape what you have selected. So I will go to the fill. In this, you have to select solid fill because you don't have to put gradient or something like that. Or else, if you wish to put gradient, that is up to your choice. I'm going to select as a solid fill. Now it is selected by default. I will simply move down. You can see this color. Now color, I've selected this color. What if I've selected this color and I have to make this color lighter? So go to transparency. You can increase the transparency and your color shading will be decreased as you go on increasing. Okay, as you go on decreasing, your color will be back to your darker one. So from this option, you can increase the transparency of the color. Now what I'll do, I will select a little lighter color. I'll select this and I will keep this transparency to 5% or say 7%. I'm good with this. All right. So now I have selected this color. Now what I'll do, I want to give it some effects. Effects means I want to change the shape. I want to give it as a border also. So now here my border is blue color. So again, go to the shape outline. Okay. You can select any border color. I'll select a darker one. Okay. So my light green and dark green goes with the match. Again, you can do this from here also. The line option, same, the color, border color, you can select from here and you can change the border. Okay. And likewise, you can do it from either of the options. Depending on the Windows version, what you are using, you can explore from this side also, this side also. Some of the window versions, like the older versions, are not having these options. So you all can explore from the topper side. So I've shown you both the options, how you can explore. Now I will close this for now. Okay. So I have already given my color and outline. Now what I want to do, I want to do something different with my shape. So I'll go to the shape effect, which is right below the outline option on the top. After going to the shape effect, you will see various shape effects over here. I'll go to the bevel. Now bevel is an option where your shape can appear as a button. Okay. So I'll select the bevel effect. As you go on, hovering on the effects, you will see how your shape is changing up. Okay. So accordingly, you can select your choice option. So I will select this one. I'm fine with this. See, my shape has been changed. Now, after my shape is changed, what I want to do now, I want to type something inside it. Okay. So here, I will simply bring my cursor here and I will click and I will start typing. Okay. So I will type here. Internal organs. Okay. After typing, can you see it has come like this? Now I want to change the font of this. I want to make it a little bit larger. I want to change the color of this font. So I can do it. You simply have to select this font. In your first session, I've already shown you how to select this font. And you can go. Okay, when you select this font, you get this small window over here. You can adjust the size from here as well. Okay, I'm adjusting the size to 40. All right, you can select your font type. So I'll go and I'll select Algerian, this one. Okay, or you can select a simpler one. I want a simpler one. I want it to be visible whenever I'm changing the color of my font. So I'll select a little simpler one. I will go with this one. All right, internal organs. Okay, so after selecting this font, I want again this font color to be changed. Again, you have to select this font, entire words here. Now what you will do here, you can see text fill. Here it was a shape fill. We have changed the color of the shape. Here you have a text fill. Text fill means you are going to fill your text with colors. So I will select black. Then I will select outline as white. Okay. So here I'm getting this effect, the white outline with black color. Okay. So again, when you select this, you can also add some text effects from here, like a reflection. If I select this reflection, see how it is appearing to me, because I've only selected this part. So for that, we have to select the entire reflection, entire words. So here I'll select all, then I'll go to text effect. I'll go to reflection and I will give this as effect of reflection. You'll see this. Okay. So this is what we have done with our rectangular box. Now, as we have seen in our sample presentation, we had also addition of this arrow button over here. So for this arrow button, again, we have to follow the same process. Go to insert. All your shapes you will get in insert. You'll get in shapes. You'll get again all kind of shapes. You can select this arrow, any arrow if you want. I'll go with a simpler one. I'll go with this. Okay. Simply my mouse cursor has changed. I will place this arrow cursor here and I'll drag this. Okay. As you go on dragging, your shape and your size is changing. Okay. So I think for me, this shape is enough. I will reposition this arrow. When you reposition, in your new versions, you'll get this red line, which will show you the alignment of the box and this arrow. Now in this arrow, again, I want to adjust this all colors. Now we have taken long time to put on this colors over here, this effect, everything, right? Now, if I take same time, it is going to extend a lot. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to click on this arrow. I'll go to shape fill, because first of all, I want to fill the color for this arrow. I'll go down. Here you can see eyedropper. You can simply select eyedropper, select the color. See, your color has changed immediately. So you don't have to go on transparency, set your transparency, select the color. You don't have to. Your time is saved here. Now you will go on shape outline. Now I want this outline to be, again, put it over here as well, duplicate it. So I'll go on my shape outline here. Again, go to the eyedropper. Now this eyedropper you will place on the outline here. See, when you place an outline, the color of this eyedropper changes just on the corner of right hand side. So you can select this, your outline needs change over here. So that means again you're saving your time here. So this is how we can use eyedropper to duplicate the colors. All right. So now I want to put here text. So what I'm going to put text over here, click here. Okay. So this text is very small. What I'll do, I will simply click on this text. Now here eyedropper won't be working. You have to do something manually. So I'll go to the setting the size of this. I'll go to 28. I've set it to 28. And again, for this also font type, you have to select it manually. So I'll go with the one which I've selected earlier. Okay. Or you can simply select a simple one, this, but I'll stick with this. I'll maintain the uniformity. All right. So I will little bit extend this so that it gets arranged properly. Now I want to fill the same color like this. So again, you can go to text fill. You will find eyedropper here. Click on eyedropper and select in center of the alphabet, any alphabet, but in the center, because we want to fill color in the center of the alphabet. See, your color is changed. Now you want to give borders also to the alphabet, that is text outline. So again, go to the text outline, eyedropper. Okay. When you place it here, see, you get the outline color. Click. Okay. Here we have the color changes in the box. That means you have selected that particular area. Here it is. I have clicked this, then go here. See, it is immediately changed. So my uniformity is maintained here. For this shadow, I don't want to put shadow over here just like this. I want to keep this heading in a little bit bolder form. So I have selected a shadow. I will keep this simple only. So this is how we got a rectangular box and a triangle, this arrow. Now what we have seen, we had that picture of human body. and that was disappearing. Okay, so for that picture, again we have to go to insert, go to pictures. Now I have already downloaded the picture. So what I'll do, I'll go to my folder. Here is my picture, which is ready. Now when I'm selecting this picture, I have to insert this. After inserting this, I will reposition my picture. Here it is repositioned. If you do not get this red alignment option in your PPT, you can simply go to align and then align in center. So your picture will be placed in the center. But I don't want it in the center of the slide. I want it in the center of this my rectangular box. So I'll place this here. Okay. I'll just repeat these options quickly. How we have done this and how we have done this arrow also quickly. I'm going to delete everything now.
No, madam.
Yes, sir.
No, don't delete that arrow and all.
Continue.
Yeah, you can continue.
Very well, sir. Thank you. So I'm going to, okay, I'll keep this. Okay. Now, what we are going to do, now this picture I have placed, but in the sample video, we have seen when we click on this rectangular bar, this picture disappears. Okay. So what I want to do, I want to set a link between this picture and a rectangular bar so that when I'm clicking on this particular area, my picture gets disappeared and rest of the options appears on my left hand side. So for that, what I'm going to do here, I'm simply going to, okay, my picture is adjusted properly. Now I will go to add animation. Now this is the animation effect what we are going to add here, and that is the reason I'll go to add animation. So for that, I'll select animations option. I will go to add animation. Okay. Do not forget to select picture first where we are going to animate it. All right. So I will select, I have selected a picture first. I've gone to add this animations. Then I've selected an add animation from here. Now this picture was disappearing. That means it was going out of the screen. So what I'll do, this is like entrance effect. I don't want to do an entrance effect, no emphasis effect. I will simply scroll down and I will select for a exit effect because my picture is exiting. Okay. So I will go down and you can see a zoom. This is zoom. This effect I have given to my sample images. So I have selected a zoom. See, it's disappearing. The same way as I've done in my sample slides. Okay. So I have got this. Now when it will disappear, when I am linking this human body with this internal organ, because when I'm clicking on this region, I want this picture to disappear and not like that only. So here what I'm going to do again, here, as we have already seen, the animation is added here. Now where we will see all our animation effects, we have this animation pane option. When you click on animation pane option on the top, you will see this animation pane appears here, and you will be able to see all the effects which you have given to your animations on the slide. So here what I'm going to do, here I will click on the side arrow. Okay, when I'm clicking on the side arrow, now here I will see it's on start on click. Start on click, I'll keep it as it is because I want my picture to disappear when I'm clicking on this rectangle. So I'll keep it as it is. Now I will go to timing. Okay. Here I'm going to adjust the timing. Okay. So here I'm going to give this as 1 second, or you can say 2 seconds. I want that picture to disappear slowly and not very fast. So I'll keep it as a 2 seconds. Now here what I'm going to do, here I'm going to use this trigger option. Now what is this trigger option? Trigger options enables user to start triggering when you are clicking on a particular area, the other area gets triggered and simultaneously the effects are applied. So we will see how they are applied. Here in trigger, you have two options. Animate as a part of click sequence. No, we are not going to use this for now, but we will use this second option, start effect on click, because we want to click that area and we want to get our effect to be started. So I'm clicking on this and see here it is selected rectangle. Okay. When you click on the drop down, you will see other options here as well. but a picture file is already selected by us. We don't want to set it on a click here area that is on my arrow button. I will set it to a rectangle button. So my third option is a rectangle button which mentions internal organs. Okay, so I'll set it here and I'll give it as a OK. All right, so if you can see, my picture is disappearing slowly. Earlier it was disappearing very quickly and now it is slowly moving away. Now what I will do, I will just go and I will view in a slideshow. Now here is my rectangle button. See, my clickable area has appeared now. Earlier it was arrow. If you see, if you move your arrow anywhere on the slide, you won't get a clickable area or a hand button. So here I'm getting a clickable area. I have activated this. Now if I click on this, see, my human body is disappearing. Just the way as I have triggered this. Okay, so why it is linking here? We have linked our picture with this internal auger to trigger the effect. All right, so that is a function of trigger effect. Now I will again go back. Now, as we have already seen in our previous sample, this click bar was blinking, but here it's not blinking because we haven't set any effect here yet. So I will click on arrow or a click bar here. Then I will go to add animation. Now it was blinking. That means it has a blinking effect. So I will simply scroll down. Now here I cannot find any blinking effect. So you do not have to worry. You can go lower and here you can see a yellow star button which has a more emphasis effect. We'll go on more emphasis effect. When I click on more emphasis effect, you will be able to explore all the emphasis effects which are not found over here on the bar above. So I'm going to simply click on blink because I want it to blink. Okay, so when you click on blink, you will see here preview of that. Okay, if I click on say wave, it is going to wave here like this. So all the previews you can see over here. Okay, if I click on blink, it is shown over here in a preview. Okay, make sure your preview box is checked over here so that then only you will be able to see a preview. I'll give it here. Okay, now I have already set this blink option here. Let us go to slideshow and see what we have done. But it's not blinking continuously because in my previous presentation, it was blinking continuously. Now it's not blinking continuously. So what I'll do, I'll go back. Here, we are going to make some changes in the arrow button. Now, can you see for this, if I select on this body part, this gets highlighted. If I select on this arrow, this gets highlighted. That means when you select on any of the image, you want to make changes. Ultimately, the animation pane, that effect will get highlighted. Okay. So now I will go to a drop down. Okay. I will go to here. I'm going to set the timing for this arrow button. That means for how many times it is going to blink, or it is going to remain there, or just it is going to disappear. So here on click, it is written. So on click, I will set it to the with previous. I'll tell you why I have set it with previous. Okay. For now, I'll show you on click only. I'll come to that previous part. Now I will set this duration. It is blinking fast. So if you put 0.5 seconds, it will go on blinking very fast. So I'll stick with 1 second. Okay. Now I will go to the repeat. Now repeat means how many times you want that blink to be there on the screen. You can select it from here. 2, 3, 4, 5 times. After 5 times of blinking, it will ultimately stop. Okay. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to select on 5. Okay. And here I'm going to press OK. Okay. Can you see it started blinking? Okay. And here you can see the 5 frames have appeared. Okay. So here 5 times it is going to blink and ultimately it is going to stop. Let us see in the slideshow pane. Okay. Now it has not started blinking immediately. So for that only, because we have set that on click, and that is why I was going to change it. Now I'll show you after changing this. I'll go to this arrow button. I will start with previous. Like after doing slideshow, it should immediately start. Okay. I'll go to slideshow. See, now it started blinking immediately. Okay. So if you put it on the option on click, then you will have to click here and then only it will begin. Otherwise, you can do start with previous. So when we do start with previous, it is blinking here. Now, what I'm going to do here, I'm going to add more options. Now, as we have already seen, after clicking this, the body disappears, but rest of the options also appear here. But here it is not appearing. Okay. So we are going to set all these options. We will go back. Now what we are going to do, for here also we have to write something there. Okay. So we are going to click this rectangle box. Now this rectangle box, I'm simply going to duplicate it. So you can use Control and D button. That means duplication. So all your effects, the fonts and everything will get duplicated. After duplication of this, you can simply drag this from top. Click on this. You will get this 4-corner arrow and you can simply drag this below. Okay. Do not worry about the size. We can always adjust the size of this box. So I'm going to place it here. All right. I will adjust the size here. I want it a little bit smaller. Fine with me this. Okay. And here I'm going to edit this box. Okay. So here I'm going to edit this and I will write here brain. Okay. So I want to add my first organ as a brain. So I will write here brain, and if you want, you can again reduce this. All right, fine. Can you see all the effects? They are repeated here. The font is also repeated here, everything. So you don't have to keep on adding the options from insert, and you don't have to keep on changing it again and again. You can simply duplicate it, provided that the effects are not applied. If the effects are applied here or animation is applied here, even animation will get duplicated here. Okay. So as per your feasibility, you can duplicate it. Now after duplication, what I'm going to do here I'm going to add animation to this. What animation I will add? That when I click on internal organs, this brain option should also appear. Okay. When my body is disappearing, this brain option should appear. So for that, what I'm going to do, I'm going to click on brain. Okay. Then I will go to add animation. Okay. In add animation, what I'm going to do, I'm going to simply click on zoom. Okay. So I want this brain, this option to appear like this. So this I will select from a zoom effect. All right. Now that this brain option has got this effect of zoom, but I want it to appear after this picture disappears. So for that, I'm going to do, I'm simply going to edit from here. Okay. So I think so far it is followed by you. Sir, do I need to repeat the steps again or should I continue from here?
You continue, madam. You continue.
I continue, no? All right. Okay. So when I've come to now brain, now I am not finding a picture of brain here, but I can see the effect of brain over here. Now I want to add a picture of brain in my slide. So for that, what I'm going to do, simply click on the empty area on the slide, go to insert, then you will go to picture. We will select the picture of a brain. Brain, I have selected this picture. I will insert this. This will appear here. Now, as per your feasibility or as per your choice, you can resize this picture. So I will resize it little bit. Okay, because when you click on brain, it is going to get highlighted and it will pop up on the screen immediately. So I will set the size to this. Okay, so now what I'm going to do here, see when you add this picture, I want again this picture to be linked with this option, just like how we have linked our human body to this rectangular option. So for this brain, I'm going to click on this. Okay, I'm going to go to animations. Okay, I'm going to add animation. The same thing we are going to do here. Okay, but now before going to this, before showing you how to add this brain and how to add the various organs, let me come back to this rectangular box of brain. Now I'm going to add, for now as the time permits, I'm going to add 2 to 3 options. So what I'm going to do, I want to duplicate this effect also. So I'm going to simply click on this. Okay, then I will again duplicate this. I got this brain. I will bring this down, the new. Okay, this is aligned. I will rename this as a heart because I have picture ready of heart. Okay, after this again, I will duplicate one more time, Control D. So here I will simply bring this down and I'll name this as a lung. Okay. So as you can see, once you started duplicating this, all your effects have been duplicated over here. Okay. But now I want all these effects to be appeared after this body is gone. Okay. After this picture of body is gone. All right. I don't want it to be appeared from here for the click here button. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to change the sequence of this animation. How you can change the sequence? First of all, I'll select brain. Okay. So this gets highlighted here. I'm going to simply bring this down. Like after picture 5 only this will appear. After my picture disappears, then only these options will appear. For that, you can use this arrow button. Okay. That means sending down. When you click on this, your effects are going down. Okay. Otherwise, there is another option. You can simply click on this and you can left click and drag this down wherever you want to place it. Okay. So this is how I have brought this down. Again, I'll do same thing for this also. I've got this down. Okay. So when I'm clicking on brain, see, I got this sequence. Yes. After my body part, this brain is going to come. After this heart, then after lungs. So I've got my sequence over here. You can recheck your sequence. When you click on this, you will see your sequence here. Okay. So I will just show you by slide with the help of slideshow. So I'll just delete this brain once. Okay. Internal organs. Clicking on this, this goes, but this has not appeared. Now there is one more setting we have to do. Okay. We have already given the effects, but we are going to do the appearance of this. So what I'm going to do here, go on the side arrow, and here it is start on click. So we don't want to put it start on click, but start with previous. Start with previous means these effects are going to play immediately as soon as the picture disappears. Okay. So I'll go to this also. I'll set this as start with previous. Same for this, start with previous. Okay. We will play a slideshow. Clicking here. See, as my body went, my options appeared here. Now it is proper. So now again, after these options are appeared, now my cursor is not changing again because I have not hyperlinked this or I have not triggered this. Okay. So I'm going to trigger this button with the organs which I want. Now again, going back, I'll click on brain. Okay. So here I want a brain picture. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to simply go to insert pictures, select a brain picture, again insert this. Here my brain picture has come. Okay. I will recenter this, relocate this picture. Here it is, and I will little bit resize this picture. That's it. All right. Okay. Again, clicking on this picture, you simply have to go to animations. Most of the steps are going to repeat. Only you have to remember the sequence, which sequence you have to set where. Okay. So in this animations, I want to add animation to this picture. Okay. That means it should appear in a zoom. It should zoom inside the slide. Okay. So I will set it as a zoom. That means it is going to zoom inside the slide. Okay. Now it is coming on the screen. Now what I want to do, I want to link this brain with this bar. So what I'm going to do, I'm going here again. After clicking on this drop down, I will go to timing. Okay, we will in timings, we will keep this on click only because I want this brain to appear when I'm clicking this. Okay, not on its own. So I'm going to keep it on click. Delay timing is okay if you do not give, but here I will increase the duration. I want this brain to stay on the screen for 2 seconds. All right. Here you do not have to do anything. And in triggers again we will go. So triggers, as you all have already known, that we are going to select on start effect on click off. That means now my brain is related with the brain box. Can you see here? You'll see options. Earlier we were not getting all these options, but as soon as we added this rectangles here, we are getting many options. So I'll click on brain. That means my brain image will be linked with this brain option, and okay. Okay. All right. So now we will go to a slideshow. Here, clicking on this, this goes. Now see here, clickable area has activated brain, and my brain appears. Now here is little different. In my previous slide, this brain was also, the other parts were also disappearing from the screen, and my brain is staying over here. Now it is not disappearing. Again, we have to go back, go to this picture. Now you can see over here in animation pane, your picture has an effect, that is trigger effect, and this trigger effect is shown over here. Okay, for every trigger effect you give, you will be shown into a new section. All right, so I will go on this trigger effect. What I'll do, I will check the options, all are correct. Okay, all right, okay. Now what I'm going to do here, again I'm going to select this brain and I will go to add animation. Now this was all about zooming inside the screen. Now I want this brain to disappear, so I will give this effect as zooming outside. Okay, that means it will disappear. See, it's disappeared. But now I have to rearrange this. Okay, I have to rearrange the sequence. I don't want it to zoom outside. If you do not rearrange, I'll show you what it happens in slideshow. See, like this it will appear. Okay, so it is very essential to rearrange the sequence. I will simply drag this down and I will arrange this below the picture 10. So this my sequence is arranged. But now this disappearing effect I want after my entire picture is played properly, and then I want this to disappear. Okay, so what I'll do, I will select this part and start after previous. That means when my picture has appeared completely and when my picture is about to exit, that time only this exit effect will start. Okay, so I have set this, and on this you have to go to the timing. When you go to the timing, you will see how fast you want it to disappear. Okay, or you want it to be delayed little bit, so I will set it into a delay of 0.5 seconds. I want that picture to stay on a screen, and in duration you can set it very fast, or I will set it to medium. Okay, so this is it. You do not give trigger options over here because we are going to disappear this button, so you do not have to activate any other options. Go to OK and set it. Okay, now we will just slideshow this. We will play in a slideshow mode. 1 minute. I'll show you how it will look now. Okay, this is the options which are getting appeared. Brain, see, it's appearing and then it is disappearing. So it will stay there for some time and then it will disappear. Similarly, we are going to do it for heart and lungs also. So same steps you have to follow. You have to click on the screen. Okay, then you have to go to insert, go to pictures, click on the picture of heart, insert. Okay, now I have to resize this picture. This is it. Yes, I will club this here, and now what I'll do, I will link this heart with this heart button over here. So I'm going to click on this, go to animations, add animations, zoom in. Okay, zoom in is appearing on the screen. It has appeared. Now I will not bring this down because when I add trigger effect over here, it will automatically come to the sequence. So I'm going to add here effects, go to timing, keep it on click. Okay, because we want to click this button. Then delay option, if you want to delay it, I don't want to delay it, let it be. I will give this here as a 2 seconds. Okay, do not touch this. Here we will put trigger. Okay, start effect on click. As we have already seen, for the heart option or heart picture, we will select heart only. Okay, so here heart, okay. So here it is. Again, if you can see, a new trigger has been added just below the previous trigger. You do not have to arrange it. All right. Now here the trigger has been added. Now again, I want this to disappear. So before that, let us check whether it is working fine or not. Slideshow. Go here. Brain is working good. My heart is working good. But now it's staying on my screen because I've not given the effect of disappearance. Again, I'll go back, select the heart, add animation. It's very simple. Just remember some steps. Zoom out. Now my heart is gone. Okay, but this zoom out effect or this new animation has added up here. Now this won't come down by default. We will have to drag this exit effect. I will simply drag this and bring it down. Okay, so that this is arranged in the sequence way. Now here I'm getting this effect which is starting along with this. That is not going to work, so I'm going to change this here. Okay, after previous. So my this effect is, once my this effect is over, I can start with this effect, and you can set timing for this. Go here, then you can give a delay of 0.5 seconds. All right, then you can do here 2 seconds, which is my standard. Do not touch here. For exit, we do not want to activate anything, and that's it. Okay, one more thing I would like to draw your attention to. If you can see here, there is a gap between this start and this end and the start. Okay, why there is a gap between this end and the start? Because we have given a delay effect. If you want, you can give a delay effect. Otherwise, you can give delay effect as 0. All right, 0 means as soon as this ends, from here the exiting will start. It will not stay on screen for a longer time, and that's the reason to allow it to stay on screen for some time. I have given this delay effect. All right, so that is the reason you'll get gap over here. And similarly for lungs also, we are going to add the same thing. Okay, insert pictures. Here is a lung. Insert. Resize this. Okay, can you see this this kind of symbol over here? These are all triggers which we have already given to the pictures, but lung is not having a trigger because we have just selected it. We will select this picture, then we will go to animations. 1 moment. We'll go to animation. We'll go to add animation, zoom in. Okay, now our new effect has appeared on the top. Now here we can change the effect. We can go to timing, go to 0.5 seconds. Okay, I will change it to 2 seconds. I'll go to trigger. I will start effect on click. I will select my lungs over here, and here okay. So my lungs will get triggered with this button. All right, here this is by default came down. It was earlier added up, now it came down. Now we want our lungs also to get exited. You can simply click on lungs, again go to add animation, and you can simply go down here. Okay, and zoom out. All right, so this you will have to bring it down. This won't come down by default. Okay, here I'm going to bring it down. I'm going to adjust the timing here. This is start after previous, and here you are going to give timing. Here you will set it as 2 seconds and delay of 0.5 seconds. No touching here again, and okay. All right. So if you can see the uniformity, you will be able to see uniformity in animation pane only. Okay, if you want to make any changes depending on the uniformity of these effects, you can check. If you find something is wrong here, you can change it from here for each and every effect. Okay. Besides, you can see the small icon here, mouse icon. That means you have set this effect on click. So wherever you are having on click, it will come over here like this. All right. This icon will show you after previous or before previous. Okay. So everything will be appeared over here. Only you have to concentrate on arrangement of this option. Okay. So this was all for the animations what we have done here. Now there is one more additional thing I would like to show you before ending the session. Okay, about click here button. I will show you again in slideshow mode. Okay, see when it is blinking, now you will say that I want this this arrow button to be disappeared. Okay, after some time, like it is creating a distraction. Even after clicking on internal organs, it is staying here. Click here. So you want it to be disappeared. All right. So we can do it as well. We can try this. Now I have clicked on click here button. 1 moment. Here it is. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to add animation again. Okay. I'm going to add animation, and I will simply scroll down and go to disappear. Okay. All right. Now this button has appeared, but I don't want it to disappear immediately. I want it to disappear after this body picture of mine. Okay, this entire body picture, that is the human body picture. I want this arrow button to disappear, or I want my arrow button to disappear along the human body picture. So what I'm going to do, I'm simply going to bring it down just below the picture 5. Okay, and I'm going to set it on with previous. With previous means with this previous picture, even this is going to disappear. Okay, and here I'm going to do little bit of changes because it is going to disappear ultimately. So I'm going to go here. I will click on this. I will go on timing, and here instead of 5, I will go to repeat, and instead of 5, I will set it until next click. That means until you click on the another button, it will stay on the screen forever. That means it will go on blinking forever on the screen. Okay, so I'll give it OK. All right, see, can you see the bar has changed to this arrow? That means it will go on playing and playing. Earlier we have set it to 5 times. Now it will go on playing and playing. So let us see whether it is working or not. Here it is. It is, instead of 5 times, it will go on playing again and again. Okay, it's playing continuously. When I click on internal organs, along with my body part, this click here button has disappeared. So now this is giving much more uniformity to my slide. Okay, so this is how you can customize the buttons and customize the options using trigger and various options in your own way. Okay, and that's it for here. So anything you want me to repeat?
Yes, madam. You can repeat the last part as a recap. You can repeat it. No need of that editing of the buttons.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell them the trigger. For example, take that lungs part only.
Okay.
You can recap it because brain, heart, and lung both 3 are same. So one you can recap. It will be very useful for the participant.
Okay. Okay. Very well, sir. Fine. So what I'm going to do for this, if you feel the effects you have given are wrong, you can simply go here and remove all the effects. So right now I'll do the same thing. Here I'll remove all the effects. Go here, remove. So your all effects are going to be removed from the lungs. Again, I'm going to show you how to put the effects here. Select a picture of lung, then go to add animation. Simply zoom. This will be the third last option. On zoom you click, this is going to zoom in. Okay. It has appeared here now. Now here what I'm going to do here only I'm going to make a changes. Here I'm going to go on timing. Going on timings, here on delay you don't have to touch. You will have to just slow down the duration a little bit. So students are able to see it properly. Go to triggers. Start effect on. Go to lungs and give it OK. All right. So ultimately, this has by default come down. See, it was here up first, and now it has come down. It has rearranged itself. Okay. Now here what I'm going to do, I'm going to give it disappearance effect. So same thing, you have to click on this picture of lung. You can go to add animation. You can simply bring this bar down and you can give it as a zoom out. Okay, but I'm not giving other effects because I want to maintain the uniformity in the picture. So I'll give it as a zoom out. All right, so my presentation will look much better. So this is zoom out effect. Now this zoom out effect, I will have to bring it down manually. Whatever the red effects are there, this you have to manually drag it down. Otherwise the green effects, when you trigger them, they're going to rearrange themselves as per the sequence you have given. So here I'm going to simply bring this down on the last. Fine. Now here you can see the start and this start are same. If both remains the same, it is not going to work. So I'm going to change the beginning of this exiting effect with after previous. Okay, that means after my previous effect ends, ultimately this effect is going to begin. All right, and I'm going to extend the timing for this effect, that is delay by 0.5 seconds and duration with 2 seconds. Okay, and no need to give trigger to the exit button. That's it. So by this we got this. So we can see here how we have given the effects and the animations to various buttons and images. Okay, Always remember, you are not giving animation or effects to the rectangular box here. You are giving animation effects to the images here. Okay, you are just linking these effects with this rectangular box. Like I'm linking my brain with brain, heart with heart, and lungs with lungs. But we are giving all the effects on this pictures over here. Always remember. So this is how my slide is going to look. Okay. Clicking on this, clicking on this. Okay. If I do not wait for other two, it is going to work ultimately. Okay. This is how it is going to look. Okay. So done.
Yeah, okay, madam. Thank you. Thank you.
Sir, one moment. Ma'am, can you give me one moment, please?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Before ending my today's session, I would really like to thank St. Teresa's Institute and Karmic Foundation for giving me this opportunity to present my session for today. And I'm really glad to the entire UTA team, and I'm thankful to them that they have believed in my potential and they have wonderfully trained me for this session. So I'm overall thankful to everyone over here. So thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Participants, please post your questions, queries in the chat box.
Yeah, sure. We will post the video in the group. Bevel effect, it is in the shape effects. If you go to the shape effects, you will find it. Yes.
Yeah, you cannot do this in mobile because mobile has some limitations. It won't give you animated effects. It will give you some other effects, but not animated effects. So mobile has some limitations. So avoid doing this in mobile.
Yes, you can do this for mathematics also. It is up to left our creativity and the target group to whom we are going to create our content and what the topic. We can create it. Yeah, creating animations using this PowerPoint, we can create animation.
You can copy it from laptop to mobile. That you can do. It will be played in your mobile on slideshow mode. Yes, you can animate the words as well. You can go to that animation for the words. There is an option in time. You can animate the words as well. There was an option in the time only. You will get in another pane. You can go and you can animate the words.
Yes, this will work only in the slideshow.
If you click on lungs first, you will get lungs first. You can click it anyhow. Okay, due to the shortage of time, we could not show you more because time is not that much. So next time, if we have another session, we will definitely show you for chemistry as well.
Yes, sir. This trigger will work only in the slideshow. Sir, actually, this is very the sequence. What we thought is very easy. We have to practice it because it's a skill-like oriented thing. If we practice it, it will be very easy. We have to do. Will this PPT be converted? No, because this is a trigger. No need of converting it into MP4. Because this is an interactive content, the student has to make and interact with it. So no need, there is no purpose of creating it in an MP4 format. So in 2007, you can do this trigger. Office 2007, you can do the trigger. Yes, definitely this week, only one student can do at a time. When it is in a, if a smart, if you are providing a system for one person, one will do. That's it. Sure. Thank you. We are getting more of the positive feedbacks from the participants. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
If you have any doubts, you can post it after seeing the video. Definitely within this evening, We will post the video recorded session of this one in the WhatsApp group. You can see once again, and you can pose your queries between 8 to 8:30, and our resource person will be there for you to clear the doubts. No issues. Yeah, it is. It is bit speed, but this is not speed, sir. Haripriya sir, Haripriya Prosti. But this is the pace, exact pace where in what way we have to go. This is the exact pace. So we have to do twice or thrice with this. We have to be user friendly with this by making many contents using trigger. Thank you very much. And I thank once again I thank Saint Teresa Institute of Education Management and the CARMAX Foundation for providing Universal Teachers Academy, one of the part in this charity drive as a resource persons. We are the part of providing them resource persons for both these institutions. Thank you once again. Thank you, madam.
Thank you so much, Ma'am Alina, for conducting
Thank you,
such a
ma'am.
wonderful and interesting session, providing interactive e-content, which is very helpful in teaching. Thank you once again, ma'am. Thank you, Sir Srinivasan. Some announcement for the participants again.